Welcome into this week's Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Donette Logan with Jerry Young. And Jerry, it's week 2.
Week 2 already.
I know, it's been an exciting time, and you were there for James Clemens. I think the first thing we need to do is just kind of recap that
First
win.
of all, the support from the community at Crampton Bowl was absolutely unbelievable, Donette. The crowd was fantastic, and just the whole atmosphere of being at the Champions Challenge was really huge. But we came away with a big win. We had a big lead at halftime. Final score ended up being 38-7, and everybody played like they were supposed to. I mean, it was laid down. I know there was some stuff left over that Coach Freeman worked on this week, and I know you had a chance to talk to him earlier about the game.
I did, and you would think with a score 38-7, he'd walk away, be happy, and he was, but there's still some lessons he learned from that game that he wants the players to learn as well. Okay, Coach, I appreciate you taking time after practice to meet with us and chat a little bit. I want to talk about what you guys have learned from the James Clemens game that you're going to take into this week with Foley.
Well, the thing that stands in my mind is that we took a big lead, 28-0, and with 2 minutes to go, our defense, we gave up a cheap touchdown. I say cheap. We missed tackles and they scored right before half. And that little period before halftime can go a long way. We were receiving the ball, which was good coming out. But let's say it's now 21-0. It's 28-7, so it's 21-0 really. And they're getting the ball the second half with momentum, and they cut it to 14. We're in a ball game, and my thing to the kids was, you got to go ahead and finish games off, and that's the difference between great teams that's got experience and us being young. Did they mean to? No, but somebody's got to dig down at that point and tell them they don't score here. And then we go into half 28-0. I think it's better. I changed the way I called the second half to prove a point to them that we have to be mentally tough, physically tough, and do what we're supposed to do to finish games off.
You talked about changing how you call the second half. Do you think there's going to be any changes this week going into Foley's game on how you approach that game?
No. We got to get ready for Foley, and we got to travel down there, and you got to play there at their stadium, dress in their place, play with their officials. You just have to go and, like we tell them, do the things that we do. Don't worry about who we're playing. Just do the things that we do and do them really good, and we've got a chance to be good.
I want to talk about some of the players that stepped up big against James Clemens. Of course, Michael Petway came in. We knew he was a great receiver. He ended up with 5 catches for 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. He kind of set the stage at the beginning of the game, kind of set the tone. Also, Kyle Smoke with some big receptions, and Shadrack Bird out of the backfield did a great job as well. And of course, Leah Tungavaloa did a great job of being the field general on the field and quarterbacking the team. So we got a lot to take away from, had a lot to work on, as Coach Freeman said, and now we're going down to Foley. Now
we head to Foley, which is kind of close to my neck of the woods, from South Alabama. And that's one thing I had a chance to talk to Freeman about what he thinks about going on these road games, going into Foley, and what he's telling the team. You talk about traveling down to Foley. Your first 3 games are away games. What is the mindset you're telling those players on those buses heading down to those games? Do they look at it as just another game if you're at home, or what? How do you guys approach that?
I think we just get down there and we start on Monday just talking about the next opponent. And we've always done a good job. The coaches have been with me forever. We've done a good job of playing each Friday night and letting the kids understand that we won't get that Friday night back. It's the only time we'll be judged by that particular school and those people, and to make the most of that. And even here last year, we never got caught up in who was next or what was going on. They did a really good job of playing the next game. So we'll go to Foley, and that's the reason we're going to go early, so that we can get them in a pretty routine Friday, meet the same time, and get them where we get on the bus and go play Friday night, and I think it'd be fun. All
right, I have to end on a little light note here. I just got told that you have an extensive vocabulary and that you're using big words at practice. I told them the guys will put a dictionary in all their bags. What words are you telling these kids?
I'm wondering what we do in school, because it's not bad words.
No, they said that. They said that.
The word of today was unequivocally.
That is your homework, everyone, to find out what that word means.
I hope you already know. But that was the word.
All right, well, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Donette. Thank you.
So talking about Foley, what do we need to look for on the field as we go into this matchup?
Well, Foley goes into Prattville last week, and Prattville has been down for the last 2 or 3 years. They've got a new coach now, and they're coming on strong, and they're built back up. So I expected Foley actually to play Prattville a lot harder than they did. Prattville ran all over. Now, what did they take away from that? Well, one thing is it's like you're dealing with a wounded animal now because Foley's mad. They want to come back and do something to show. So this is their first home game. They traveled up to Prattville, so they're at home. They've got the crowd behind them. If you've never been to a ball game at Foley, let me tell you, the whole town is going to turn out. They're going to be there. So it's important that we travel well, which we know we do. So we'll have a good crowd there as well. So. And there's going to be some folks that, Coach Freeman's from down in that part of the country. There's going to be some folks from...
He's going to have some support coming in.
That's right. So we're going to have a good crowd there. So I encourage everybody to go. By the way, when we get there, you might want to check the weather before you go because the weather looks a little iffy. We got about a 60% chance of thunderstorms about game time. So be prepared for that down in Foley.
Get those ponchos ready.
That's right. Ponchos. I don't know if they allow umbrellas in the stadium or not. They might. Foley's an older stadium. It's been redone a lot. Their turf is natural turf, and the folks down at the turf place in Foley, you remember the big fields where they would send, they are managing that field. I want to tell you what,
a nice field.
It is like walking on a golf green.
Yes.
The whole field, the corners, everything's edge. So it's going to be perfect. The setting may be a little bit wet, but we don't know that. It may just be a passing thunderstorm. But one thing's for sure, Foley's going to be ready to play. They'll be fired up. Home game, big crowd, tailgating everywhere. But we'll be ready.
We'll be ready. And like you said, we travel well. We've got a lot of great athletes to follow. But one thing I like to kind of do is look at the athletes off the field. So I had a chance to talk to Michael Petway to kind of do what I call a 2-minute drill to kind of give you a chance to get to know who he is outside that Thompson uniform. I'm here with Michael Petway, and Michael, what I like to do is what I call a 2-minute drill. I just want to give the fans a chance to get to know who you are outside the football uniform. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set a little timer here. We're going to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Who inspires you?
Julio Jones.
Why?
Because I just like his work. Actually, can I change that? Can I change that?
Sure, change it. You got 2 minutes.
My father inspires me, actually.
Why?
Because the way that he works so hard, it inspires me to work hard too, and know that hard work will pay off.
What's your biggest lesson from football?
Biggest lesson? You can't get down whenever things are rough. You gotta keep a positive attitude the whole time.
Okay, on the team, who's your team clown?
Team clown? Let's see. Probably Leah.
Why?
He just loves to play games on everybody, everybody.
Okay, well that kind of shocks me a little bit because I was kind of thinking he'd be my answer for the next one. Who's your team leader?
Oh, we got a lot of team leaders too. I can't just say just one, it's a lot of them.
Okay, group effort there, huh? What do you do to get hyped for a game?
Talk to myself, listen to music.
What kind of music?
Anything.
Do you have a certain artist you like?
I like Young Dolph.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
How many siblings do you have?
3. Or two.
What did you learn from your siblings?
To not do stupid things, listen to my parents, listen to what they say, and to always obey them.
We got about 40 seconds here. What's the one thing you want people to remember you when you leave Thompson?
As one of the greatest receivers to ever leave here.
That's a big way to be remembered. All right, 30 seconds. Tell me about Coach Freeman.
Oh, Coach Freeman? That man, he's a great coach. He'll get on you, but we only know he gets on us because he loves us and he wants us to get better each and every day. It's one moment he can be mad at you, one moment he'll love you. It's kind of crazy.
I think that's a good way. You got 15 seconds, so enough to say thank you. That's a good way to end it. You need a coach like that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Petway, you heard that their chemistry seems to be what a lot of the players think is their key to success at Thompson. And I have to say, watching those guys at practice and in James Clemens, they do have a strong chemistry on the field.
Well, they're brothers, and you hear that with teams all the time, Donette. They say, oh, we're just like brothers. But this team really is. They're together.
They really are.
And, one evidence of that, we were talking about Shadrick Bird. Bird came in there, and he is the running back. I mean, everything goes off the running back. If he's successful, it opens up the pass and all that. But he's got great agility, great quickness, and great eye and foot coordination.
One thing, I talked to him also this week at practice, and I wanted to know who he mimics his style after. I'm here with Shad, 3-star prospect at Thompson Warriors, and you're running back. Who would you say you mimic your running style after?
I really think I run at Ezekiel Elliott because he's not a hard runner, but he knows when to take licks, and he runs hard, but he doesn't like use too much power with his game.
Let's talk about the Hoover game. Going into that's the team that kept you guys from the state championship last year. When you go into that game, what's the mindset?
That was our last game. That I didn't have a great performance against them, but I don't look at it as a revenge game. I look at it as another game, but we have to get better as it, use it as motivation, but I'm looking forward to it.
What do you think is Thompson's strongest asset on the field right now?
Our chemistry. We're a great team.
That's a good answer.
We love each other a lot. Well, we push each other, so that's definitely our chemistry.
So teamwork is not a problem for you guys?
No, not at all.
I always like to ask players this question. Whenever you leave Thompson, how do you want the next class to remember you?
I want them to look at me as a great person more than just a great football player, because football doesn't last long, and I just want them to look at it as like inspire the next kid that's looking up after you.
I have 2 bonus sons, and they're 6th grade and 4th grade, and so I like to always ask our seniors and juniors, if you had one word of advice or one lesson that you give our young warriors, what would it be?
Have fun with the game. Keep grinding with it. It's going to get hard and get tougher as you get older, but it's fun. And just love your teammates. Love the guys that you keep playing with.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jerry, you heard him there. It's about teamwork. And that's the message they want to give our young warriors too, is remember, it's going to get tough, but if you work together as a team, it'll show on the field and off the field. And we see that with this warrior class.
That's right. Speaking of getting tough, by the way, if you're going down I-65 tomorrow,
nice transition there.
There is going to be a lot of traffic. There's a lot of construction all the way down 65, so give yourself plenty of time to be careful. Also, if you can't make it, then you want to listen to the game, you can download the Thompson Warriors app on your smartphone or smart tablet and listen to us that way. If you download the app, go to the menu and you'll see the live stream right there. Of course, you can do it in MixLR as well. You can download that, or you can always go to Thompson's website and there's a direct link there to listen to the game as well. I'll be there doing play-by-play, and Seth Hagan will be joining me with the analysis of each play there as well. We want to thank our sponsors. Man, it's been a great first show. This is our second show. The first show was just off the charts good. I want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody in Alabaster is really taken to us, and this is your source for inside information. We have access to the players and to the coaches that Thompson has granted us to be able to allow Donette to ask these questions, and so this is the only place you'll find that information. Donette's got to be fun being down there doing it.
Oh, it's so much fun. I've been away from it for about 2 years and I missed it and I forgot. But to have access like this and to bring this side of the athletes' stories and the coaches and their wives to their fans and to the community, you can't put a price on that. It's just a great tool that Alabaster has right there.
It is. Now, we're going down to Foley this week. So Tad Niblett, by the way, is the coach at Foley. Next week after that, we play Hoover.
Yep.
Brother Josh Niblett. So we're facing the Niblett guys the next 2 days. Niblett 0.1, 1.0, and then the next week will be Niblett 2.0, I guess. But no, they're great. They both know how to coach football. Trust me, don't let the score from Prattville with Foley fool you.
No.
Foley's going to be ready to play. We've got to bring our A game. We'll be ready as well. It's going to be a fun trip and a fun time.
Absolutely.
The weekly Warrior Preview is supported locally by Alabaster Optical and Hearing Aids, serving our community and supporting the Thompson Warriors for over 42 years. Come see us for all your optical and hearing aid needs. Albritton and Artevino Family Dentistry, where we take care of you and your family's dental needs. Our office now offers same-day single appointment crowns, benefiting our patients and saving them time. Childers Heating and Cooling, family owned and operated since 1996. LJ's Retail Therapy, every girl's one-stop shop. Shelby Fence, quality fences at competitive prices. Paul's Diamond Center, where Birmingham gets engaged. Rehab Select at Shelby Ridge. We love to cheer on our Warriors and our rehab patients. Come and take a tour of our top-rated rehab facilities. A to Z Auto Repair. Auto repairs? We've got you covered. Gym Time 24-hour fitness center has everything you need to get in shape and stay Warrior strong. We even have a smoothie bar that's open to the public. Come see us and taste the difference. Glitz and Gowns. Glitz girls wear it best. Allstate, the family agency. You're in good hands with Allstate. Team Massey Real Estate, out-of-the-box service. Healthy Harveys, good health is happiness. Brooklear Health Mart Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy. The Elaine Roberts Foundation, ridding the world of rhabdo and all childhood cancers. Leave it to Weaver Upholstery. Just ask if we can do it. Video Visions Media Marketing, your local marketing experts. Sanchez Tannehill. Make sure to look for his new book, God Did It, at your local bookstore or Amazon.com.